Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another monster video. So in today's video, I'm back with another monster review. We have the Golden Legends Pass monster, Orba Flami, which I'll be doing a review on in today's video. So hope you guys are excited. If you are, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, let's go on and get started. Alright, so you guys know I picked up this Golden Legends Pass monster actually, or just Golden Legends Pass in general, when the season started. So I've just been waiting for it to hatch, and here finally it is actually ready to hatch actually. The only thing that does suck is obviously we get one rune slot open, but it's alright. Let's go ahead and hatch it and see what we can do with this monster. So the elements, let me actually take a look at the elements again. That's Blaze Knight, that's actually fire and thunder. So I'm gonna go ahead and just place it here. It doesn't really matter because that island is just full of my random monsters. But take a look at this, guys. This right here is the new monster. Okay, so that right there was just the intro. That's gonna be 1324, and that's the last second monster actually in the game that got added. We do have anticipation, which is actually really good, but hopefully the skills are actually good as well, because the reason why I picked up the Golden Legends Pass, by the way, for those of you guys wondering, it wasn't just because of course, the anticipation trait, you know what I mean, on being on this monster, and me just blindly kind of like purchasing this monster because I didn't even like take a look at the stat sheet for the skills and everything. But I actually really just like the rewards in the Golden Legends Pass, of course. So that was actually one of the main reasons why I actually bought it. But I did like the anticipation trait, and I just like the traits in general. So hopefully the stats are good, and hopefully the skills here are good too. So taking a look at the stats, stats are very important. We get 22,198 strengths. Okay. 554,944 life. Now I gotta compare that because I'm pretty sure that's actually low. So taking a look at just this generation, of course, let's do Crow. I know Crow is like a whole different you know, kind of like role for the game, you know what I mean? But I also want to just do it. 557, 554, so you guys can see that little bit of difference. This one has 557 as well, but again, that's 554 right there. So Anki has 561, and that is 554. You guys can see, of course, every single one of these monsters, actually except this one right here, 554 right there, they have actually the same amount of life. Look at that, they're actually tied. So you guys can see the life is actually low. And then of course, comparing it with the monsters from the previous era, not ancestrals of course, but mythic monsters from previous era, the life is actually, it may be higher than theirs, but at the same time, again, like in this current era, it's low. And then speed is actually 16,082. Now taking a look at, of course, the speed and comparing it with monsters here, the only one that actually is higher than this one's actually higher than the other one, 16,100. This one's the 16,016, so slightly lower. And then these two are just super slow. You guys can see the speed right there, 15.6 and 15.5. So yeah, in terms of speed, this monster speed is actually not that bad. I actually like that. Let's take a look at the skills though, because skills are very important. We have Space Ham and Cold Blood to one ally. Interesting. Okay, that's a very interesting you know, combo there, because usually with Space Ham you want to use that for monsters like, for example, tank or whatever the case is, right? Especially tank monsters. But then for Cold Blood, it's mainly attackers. That's the way I see it, or even like deniers. So taking a look, we have low fire damage and applies guard down to everybody. Okay, what else do we have? Space Time and True Vision to everybody, or to one ally actually. Keep in mind that's only to one ally. Cooldowns and stamina cost is outrageous though. What? And then we also have a low thunder damage and applies electrified to all enemies. Are you serious? No way. Apply space time to all allies. At least I like that one. That's something. But yo, come on. Did I just... No way. Okay, here's the thing. I'll give you guys my honest opinion on what I think about this monster. Yeah, we have like a lot of space time skills and everything like that, which is cool, you know what I mean? On top of that, we have True Vision, Cold Blood. But then think about it this way. You're going to be mainly running this monster, right, as support. So you're going to be either running team speeds or speed, right? Now, I personally see it more for like team wars than I see it for PvP, but I guess the same rules apply for PvP. So for example, you're going to be setting this monster for defense. You want to test this monster out, of course, right? And what do? You run either speed runes or team speed runes, or even a mix, right? But then what you mainly will use it for is the anticipation trait. You see that anticipation trait and you're like, yes, we have an anticipation monster, because in the enemy team, they have, let's say, a pretty good attack or whatever that will take in the turn, you know, you gotta watch out for. Now, I would say I'll give it some credits because when it gets the extra turn with the anticipation, when that kicks in, when the enemy uses the extra turn, you can apply a space time to everybody and keep your team protected. But keep in mind, this can be PER'd, but also it's just for damage. You can still get denied, you can still get all that other stuff because, you know what I mean? It's not like it's like an evasion or something like that. Like it literally says monsters can receive damage from attacks. It can be applied to artifacts, of course, which they changed recently, but besides damage, everything else will go through. So that's kind of a, you know, downside. I really wish this monster had some denial skills. I would actually like that, or even NER skills. I feel like NER would have been really nice. This is something that this monster is lacking. And besides that, cooldowns that's really high, stamina cost, come on, are you kidding me? Like there's no reason why this specific skill should be this high and the cooldown should be that high as well. You know what I mean? So cooldowns and stamina I'm not really a huge fan of. Now they changed their runes apparently. Why does it look like that? Yo, what? Is it a bug? What the heck is that? Why did they make it look like that? That's so weird. Okay. Well, anyways, wasn't it like this before or something? I don't know. But anyways, in terms of runes, what I would recommend doing, guys, is giving this monster either team speed or speed. I'm going to play around with team speed. Again, you can run speed or team speed, whichever one, it doesn't really matter. I personally, for team wars, when it comes to team wars, I'm going to be running this monster as full team speed because when it's taking the first turn, what is it really going to do? Oh, apply space time? The enemy could literally let you get the first turn, but then outspeed you right after and NER it and then just hit you with either denial or attack. And yeah, it's cool that you have anticipation, but again, it can still be pierced through, it can still be PER'd and all that other stuff. So, and you can still get denied through it, you know what I mean? Again, it's just, I don't know. Anyways, let's take a look at the relics. Relics are okay. Relics are not bad. So what I would suggest doing for staff, there's actually many options. Same with amulet. Now amulet, you can run something that would heal you, you know what I mean? That would be really cool. So for example, Antlerion's amulet, because again, you're not going to be running an amulet, for example, like Goffel's amulet. Yeah, you can do Goffel's amulet, but not many that would attack because you're going to be running multiple support skills like this. The only one you have is this one, which applies guard down, which is cool. So all your attacks does hit, unless you want to run one of the electrified skills. That's up to you. And the cool thing about this is it blocks area dodge effect as well, so that's cool. But anyways, in terms of relics, what I would personally do, I would either carry double stamina or actually one stamina here like Merc Staff, and then the second would be the Antlerion's amulet for healing. Something like this would work. And then again, you can just do the thing you want, but I personally would say go with one stamina and one either heal or even like anything that deals damage or, you know, remove stamina from enemies. We do have this one right here, Hua 2, which is a remove positive side effects from all enemies and applies negative effect protection and a random positive side protection. So the negative is actually, of course, to the enemies, and the positive is to allies, and it's twice. Oh, look at that. I wonder if the negative side effects actually... No. So the negative side protection, of course, that's just regular. You know what I mean? You only apply it once, but the positive, you can do that twice. That's cool. Only thing missing here is, of course, I would have liked NER. I feel like NER would be cool for your allies, because you're applying those random positives and might as well NER too. Now you can run a team like this, for example. The only thing with this is, of course, you're missing NER, but then if you want, you can swap out Tideborn for there's a nature one, of course, you know, the nature one from, I think it's Alpine era, Goblizard, whatever the name is, this one right here. So you can switch that out. And then you're basically having this monster to apply positives, protecting your allies. You can do block res, you know what I mean? That's helpful. Healing, and this monster comes with denial unless you want to run the other one that comes with removing negative side effects, and then you have your attacker, of course. So let's give this one a try, specifically this specific team right here, and see how this goes. All right, so we're going up against Jack from the Doctor Who team. We actually matched him in war a little while ago. Yeah, the thing with this setup is you can get outsped and then boom, look at that, it's game over for me. So I might have to actually back out of this because this is just yeah, wow, he actually just destroyed me. Look at that, yo. Okay, yeah, so that specific setup won't work. Don't do that. Again, like I suggested, you can actually swap out these runes here. So I'll do something like this. You can go ahead and actually run Gob right here, and you can run like a life rune on that monster if you want. And then for the trap, I think I'm just gonna do like underworld trap really. And then let's just fight. I actually should have actually went with the stamina regen relic, at least one of it on the witch monster. Yeah, dude, wow, he's just getting obliterated, or she. I might actually have to run it on the other. Not here, of course, not on PvP, but somewhere else, maybe adventure map or something. Let's deal some damage. Let him get the turn. Oh, you have a stamina regen relic. Great. Well, I might be doomed here. Let me do this, and that's gonna block res, so that's good. Wait, what? Oh, he didn't die because wait, was it the relic that kicked in and saved them? That makes sense. I really wish this monster wasn't at level 100 because he just keeps getting slapped on PvP. And if you want, you can actually swap it out with Mater. I feel like Mater would be actually a better monster to use, especially if you're going to be running at full speed, which most likely you will be because of, you know, the fact that she's a denier like that. Oh man, this is gonna suck. This really is gonna suck. Oh man, my relic is gonna just go to waste. The one actually, it's an AoE stamina removal relic, even though it doesn't deal damage to the enemies. That's so dope, man. Oh, that's awesome. Well, you can finally trade disable these monsters. Oh my gosh, heck yeah, let's go. Okay, because that was actually so broken. Like, you guys remember? I hope it actually got fixed on the other monster as well. I forgot the name of it. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? If you guys know the name, let me know in the comments. It's like an artifact monster to nature. I think it's nature or it's a metal with light, but you couldn't actually trade disable it. So here we can actually heal. Yeah, let's heal it and apply a block damage section here. And with this monster, see, like there isn't really much you can do. You can probably save your allies with space time, which I'm gonna actually do. And then this monster gets a turn, of course, so she won't have it, which is completely fine, you know what I mean? Yeah, we'll just do whatever here. Let's just do something like this, okay? And look, we're gonna get him, let him get a turn in. He's gonna attack, and you see how it literally went through. So the nightmares, the fear, like that's just gonna go through, man. And it's gonna suck, okay? It's really gonna suck. Let's see what Ural does. Just NER. Okay. And then damage. What went through? I'm not sure if bleeding was already there, but look at that. There's bleeding right there. We'll do this. We'll do some of this. And then if we have an AoE skill, we can use that to eliminate Ural. And that should actually help block res right there. That's really good. We'll do something like that. Oh, I think my monster is dead actually. Oh, he's not. Let me charge it up because we do have a healing skill. Let me remove all negative side effects. Just like that. She gets in a turn, but she got feared. I'm just gonna charge up and mess around with my monster here. So let's see. We have a healing, or we could do curse. Let's do healing to everybody. I'm gonna charge up so she gets a turn here. And we do have space time with true vision, or we can actually do guard down. But then again, with guard down, you can't really apply it unless you trade disable the enemy. Because look at that. It's just gonna get blocked. If they're an artifact monster like that, it's not gonna work. Alright, we'll do something like this. And then we'll do some more magic. Because I know there's like a timeout in battle, so we gotta watch out from that. But let's see, we'll do whitening the web. We're getting a lot of turns here. And that is what I was talking about right there. The battle timeout thing. I remember when that was like 20 minutes, unless that's just for Team Wars. I don't know, but I remember that being 20 minutes. I'm just saying. Why did they chop it down so much? Alright, let's see. We get the turn. Now, again, it would be really, really nice if we had some NER abilities, but we don't. There is Cold Blood. It bypasses Taunt and Megatons, but again, there's no other monsters here alive to showcase that. Basically, you would apply it to whoever you want. For example, her. She gets a turn, and that Cold Blood will last for 2 turns. Yeah, the space time is only for 1 turn. So basically, if the other 2 monsters were alive right now, I would be able to attack them. You know what I mean? Ignoring the taunt here. Because what Cold Blood does, and look at that, there's 1 more turn there. So we'll do this, we'll attack, and Force gets a turn. Let's see what he does. He just attacks me. Yo, my monster's actually gonna die. I have to heal her. I literally had to heal her. Now the reason why, okay, it's not because the monster's just weak. You know what I mean? Of course the life is not the best. But it's because of the fact that she's just level 100 compared to 150s. We're literally going against 150s, except my gob, of course, being at a 140. So I'm going to make him really weak to my monster. And then we're going to go ahead. Oh, I was going to attack with dealing damage. The freaking cooldown is so high, you can't do anything. And he ended up healing himself because he didn't want to attack. You know what I mean? I mean, why would he attack? It makes sense why he wouldn't. I literally had space time up for everybody. Now, it'd be cool if that space time skill was actually spammable. I would have actually liked that. That would have been really nice. But again, there's so many flaws with this monster. Now, I'm not here to make you feel bad because I personally purchased this Golden Legends Pass as well. I spent money as well. And now I'm just feeling like I wasted some bucks. But here's the thing. Nice things. Let's talk about some of the nice things with this monster. Trait wise, you have anticipation, which is really nice. Area True Vision, that's not just so you, but it's for everybody, so you're not going to be missing. On top of that, you do have, of course, Cold Blood, which you can bypass. So if you're going to be running it with any other monster, you can bypass it, you know what I mean? Bypass taunts and mega taunts and just deal damage to whoever you want or deny them. So that'd be a really good pair up. You have True Vision, even more True Vision, of course, you know, the double precision and all. If your status caster gets wiped or something. You do have Guard Down, incoming attacks will always hit. So this monster will literally help you land every skill possible. Whatever skill you want to apply or hit with, it's possible. Now, another positives I personally really like is the elements. I feel like the elements aren't actually that bad for the current meta. You know what I mean? It's not something that's bad. It's not something that's insanely good. It's good. You know what I mean? It's not bad. I personally don't have issues with it. Relics are not bad either, so that's another plus. But again, skills is just stamina, cooldowns. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I like I think the ultimate's fine too. What I personally would have done to make this monster better if I were to like kind of fix it. If I were to fix this monster, I would throw in some NER skills, a team NER, even one skill would be nice. And I would tweak down the stamina and cooldown, man. Like, please, what is this? It's insane. And then if anything, I would have, since it's a supporter, I would have throw in some damage boost. I feel like that would have been cool. With anticipation, that will actually, I personally really like war monsters. I feel like for war, because personally I would have like ran this monster either full team speed or mix of speed and team speed. I was gonna say some you know, what do you call it? I was gonna say damage boost, which I know I already mentioned, but I was gonna say some denial abilities. I would have made this monster just a denier, but since of course it has NER or support skills here, but no NER, I would have liked NER. That would have been really cool. Some of you guys are wondering what NER is. Basically negative effect removal. So you're going to be cleansing everybody in your team. So for example, this monster right here, now this is removal control right here. This removes all negative side effects. It is to one ally, but I would have liked this for everybody, or at least have this monster, even any kind of NER, even if it's a single turn, like single ally, I would actually like that. Or maybe some like random positive status effects. I feel like that would have been really good too. Random positives, that would have been really, really good, because let's say the enemy triggers your anticipation, you get the turn, you apply random positives to everybody, that's gonna throw the enemy off, because now you might actually land with like an evasion on your mega taunt, or for example positive effect protection while your attacker has like damage boosts and stuff. You know what I mean? Next turn they were thinking about PERing it, but now they have to PER twice, because that's how it works. So there's a lot of stuff, of course, but again, those are personally what I would do, some things I would do for the monster. But that's going to be pretty much it for today's monster video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Anyways, I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.